Hey everybody, welcome to Modifying and Editing Objects Part 3. I'm going to continue looking at some modify menu commands. The first one I want to look at is the add surface command. So if you have a couple of different objects and you want to add them all together to create one object that has the outline of everything, use the add surface command. This is a really helpful command and tool for creating objects. So I'm going to highlight the three objects I want to add, go up to Modify, scroll down and choose Add Surface. There's my one object. If I want to clip the surface, rather than adding, if I want to subtract, I can choose both objects, go up to Modify, choose Clip. Whichever object is on top does the clipping. So if I want to clip something, if I want to clip part of the circle out of this one, I'm going to make sure this one's on the top. So I'm going to modify, it's in the front, select them both, go up to modify, choose clip again, and now the top one has clipped the bottom one. So also a great way to make interesting shapes and objects. Similarly, if I want to create a shape that's created by the intersection of two objects. Let me get a couple of objects on. I'll use the same two. So if I want to create the shape that's the intersection of these two objects, I select them both. Again, go up to Modify, scroll down, and choose Intersect Surface. And you can see now I have an object that is the shape of the intersection of the two. So again, think about using these tools if you have unusual shapes to make rather than trying to draw it, create it out of other shapes that are regular and easy to draw and easy to control. Lastly, I'm going to look at, for modifying, commands combine into surface. So I'm going to get a couple of objects on here. So I'm going to select them all, go to Modify, choose Combine into Surface, and notice that my cursor turns into a paint bucket. Pour the paint into the enclosed space, and the points must touch in order to make a closed area fill. So I pour it in the middle there. I'm going to deselect everything. And here's my new object combined out of everything. So really helpful tools. Lastly, I want to look at some drafting aids, which are also in the Modify menu. Here, you scroll down, go to Modify, scroll down to Drafting Aids, and there are a couple of different ones. So very quickly, arc into segments. This works for a circle or for an arc. Where's the arc tool? I'm going to draw an arc, keep it highlighted, go up to Modify, scroll down to Drafting Aids, arc into segments. I can choose either the number of segments or the length, and if I want the new objects to be polygons or lines. And let's see, I don't want this divided into fifths. Click OK, and there it is, divided into fifths. The next drafting aid is line into segments, and I use this one all the time. I want to divide this into 5 segments, and I don't want to have any loci placed, but I do want to break the line into segments, and I don't want the original line. Click OK. There we go, 5 different lines of equal length. And I guess I did get some loci. The next one is even divide. You guys definitely play around with this one. This one is super useful. I've got a cabinet and I want to have 5 equal drawers. choose Modify, Even Divide, and I want number of divisions. I want to have 1 for width and 5 for height. I want to retain my original objects. Here we go, 5 drawers in my cabinet, and because I chose to leave the original, I still have the original as well. So this works great for drawers, for cabinets, anything you want, even divide. There we go. The last drafting aid is pretty fun. I'm going to put a couple of lines here, one there. One there. I'm going to highlight them. Go up to Modify Drafting Aids, Create Dividing Lines. So we're going to select a line, and it turns red. We're going to select another line, and it turns red. We want to click at the start point, and click at the end point. And we get to choose our number of divisions. I'll go with 15. How cool is that? I love that. The example I have in the manual shows you how to do it for a clock face, where it works for circular as well as let's see if we can get it here. So, Modify Drafting Aids, Create Even Dividing Lines. Select the first line, select the second line. So that's your start point and end point. Now we select the first point, which is the start of the new line, and the end point, number of divisions. Let's go with 12, click OK, and you fill in. So I think that's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to use it in any of my drawings, but if I ever get hired to build a wooden clock face or something, this is the tool I'll be able to use. So that's the end of the modifying and editing screencasts.